All right, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, welcome to BBUK. Hope you're very well. It's day 21. The time in the house exactly 7:32. On today's show, joined by Big Brother fanatic, oracle of all things sporty and gorgeousness, Helen Chamberlain's with us. Opening the door for me in the Rachel Offensive manner, which I like.
Door monkey.
Mwah, wonderful. And we can't get rid of her. The gorgeous enigma herself is back. Shabnam. We don't do booing around here. Cheeky audience. Also speaking to this week's Big Mouth presenter, Keith Lemon. Lord in heaven, help me. But before all of that, some exclusive information that can only come from one man. The insiders with us, everyone. I don't need a round of applause. I just need like an ooh or something. Haven't been briefed at all. Have not been briefed at all. OK, here's the deal. This is my kids' college fund, but, you know, we need to get the information, so I suppose we have to go through this. Hello, Insider.
Hello, Donut.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
So it's the usual, yeah?
Yeah, in unmarked bills.
I know.
Thank you very much.
He costs a fortune, but it's worth it, everyone. It's the Insider. Wonderful stuff. I've still got no idea who he is, though. It's extraordinary. Do you know what he's given me, everyone? He's only gone and given me this week's nominations. Right. You want to hear them?
Yes!
Yeah, OK. This week's nominations are, in alphabetical order, Carol. When we said to you, like, do a gay look, you just went like this. Oh, it's rubbish. Jonathan.
Already?
Do your one, Shabna.
Jonathan already? That's shocking.
Yeah.
That shocks me.
And Shawnee. That woman at the back is amazing! One of them is going to be evicted on Friday. Here are the numbers you need. To evict Carol, call 09911 21 22 02. To evict Jonathan, call 09911 21 22 17. To evict Shawnee, call 09911 21 22 14. Shadna, what do you think?
I'm shocked. I'm shocked at Shawnee. I really am. I'm shocked that Shawnee's up. He's such a peacemaker.
Helen?
And he's really cool.
I'm coming to you in a minute, Helen, but...
Yeah.
Yeah?
I thought the nominations this week would be Charlie,
Yeah, so did
Charlie, and Charlie.
You know what?
Yes. Yeah.
The minute we played the numbers, the crowd just went like this. No Charlie. At least 10 pence from each call is going to be donated to charity, because we love charity. Details of which can be found at channel4.com/Big Brother, probably a donkey sanctuary or something fun like that. And the lines are open starting from now. There we go. And there's officially something to prove it. The lines are now open. So, what do you think about this week's nominations, my friend? Here is how to get in touch. That is Little Brothers. Big shout today. Text studio and your comment to 83188 or email us. Go to channel4.com/BBLB. There we go. I think you'll have some opinions about that, me dears. Right. Who wants to find out what the Blue Blazers has been going on in the house for the last 24 hours? Well, we're not going to do the news today. Only joking, it's time for Little Brothers Big News. No, you, baby. Do the news. At 1:19 this morning, just 6 hours into the swimming task, Charlie came to the diary room to log a very brief and not at all dramatic report on how things were going. Take a look at this.
It's freezing cold, it's late. I know this is part of the task. We're exhausted. People in the boat have frostbite. People are swimming and killing themselves out there, physically, emotionally and mentally. And it's not right. And we're all cold and we're just so hungry. I feel like I've just come off the Titanic and, you know, and it's really, really cold. I'm not exaggerating to you. I really try to work hard so much. I've done so many laps, yeah. I've done 30 laps, I couldn't believe it. Other people are doing hundreds, I know that, but some are stronger than others. I've done 30 laps and nearly collapsed on the floor. My legs went like jelly, I went bright red, and I kind of saw heaven. Not the white light heaven, like what they see, but I did see birds a bit, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna faint. Oh my goodness. But then I didn't.
Do you think people that lived through the war watch Charlie and go, oh no, she's a really nice girl? She mentioned there that she had, by that point, swam a mighty 30 lengths of the pool. I can reveal that is a staggering 135 metres. Now, at 2:20 this afternoon, in the wake of yet more food-related feuding, Charlie decided to go undercover and snare herself a satisfactory lunch. Take a look at this.
Keep watch for me. Can you stand behind me while I'm watching? I'm not licking it, but... Did anyone see me?
No, they're probably not looking for her. Right now?
Promise?
Yeah. I think Jonathan's watching. He's coming out.
Would anyone like any more food? There's still some food left if everyone hasn't eaten or is still hungry.
OK, this is probably my favourite news clip of the day. We have to look at this again, yeah? Now, bear in mind, the context of this is that Charlie's saying to Billy, cover for me and check if anyone's watching while I steal some cheese. Let's watch. OK, so here we are. Keep a watch for me. Stand behind me while I nick this cheese. I'm not nicking it, but, you know, I'm just having it. Can anyone see me? Anyone at all? Anyone at all? Anyone at all? Anyone there? Maybe a more observant housemate? Who could that be? Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm glad no one's right next to me smoking a cigarette. He's right next to her! What are you doing? OK, next up. It has just been 4 days since the new boys arrived, but at 3:49 p.m. today, it became clear that brotherly love is starting to fade when Billy came to the diary room to reveal his true feelings for Ziggy.
When I very first walked into this house, everybody, you know, came up and greeted me straight away. And I noticed that Ziggy just sat there on the sofa. He's just arrogant. There's no other way about it. I give up on him, to be honest. He needs to get over himself a little bit. I mean, I'm a model. I'm modelling, but I'm not a successful model. If I was a highly successful model, I wouldn't be here. I'd be on Celebrity Big Brother, if anything. So, you know, in one sense, I'm a failed model, just like he's a failed boy band boy. Because if he was successful, he wouldn't be here either. So we both need to get over ourselves.
This from a guy who describes his perfect woman as a page-3 girl with not a lot to say. And that was Little Brother's Big News. Here to cast a sporting eye over the housemates is Soccer AM star and Big Brother Brainiac, Helen Chamberlain's with us, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, beautiful. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you very
Nice
much.
to have you with us. So, first things first,
Yes.
reactions to the nominations. We got from you earlier on, no Charlie, which obviously is a massive shock. She's brilliant, isn't she? She just keeps on going.
You say brilliant, I say horrific.
Do you not like Charlie?
You have that strange emotion where it is slightly fun to watch.
Yeah.
Because she is so on another planet all the time at 1,000 miles an hour.
I know.
But on the other hand, because of her pre-tape of when she went in of I'm Charlie and I'm great and I like money and I've never had a job, and everybody went, oh dear,
Yeah.
you're going to be first out, so
Yeah.
she doesn't deserve to be in there anymore. Leave
Do you
now.
think? Do you not think she's making this kind of first couple of weeks so entertaining that it's brilliant that she's just defying belief and still carrying on?
Yes and no, but
Yeah.
every year there is one character that you love to hate and you think, I don't know what I want more, them to stay in because it is quite entertaining.
It's
or
delicious,
just
isn't
leave.
it? It's delicious.
Just
What-
go. I
What about the
wanted to be
history, though?
booed.
What about the history?
Right. That's a shot. I'm a big Carol fan anyway because
Uh-huh.
she doesn't give a monkeys. I quite like her. She says she can walk around in a bikini. You know, just, you know, that's great.
I know, I love her.
Not many people say that. I thought that Jonathan was all right. I quite like the fact that he was trying to get to know everybody. And Shawnee's just Shawnee.
I'm a
What's
little
he
bit
done?
surprised and disappointed that Big Brother's let them nominate Jonathan because he hasn't been in there that long,
4
has he?
days.
I thought they wouldn't do that this year. Who do you think out of those three will be evicted?
Oh, well, I think it
think-
possibly is going to be Jonathan because people don't know him. People know the other two more, so they won't vote
Think
for
Jonathan
them.
will be a loss to the house if he goes out?
Well, I did like Jonathan until he said, oh, well, I've come here to win. Oh, I've come here to win it.
Yeah.
You can't say that because as soon... I am the voting public, and as soon as somebody on my TV says, well, I've come here to win
It's
it,
never
I go,
going to happen. You're absolutely right.
What do you think?
What about the
Where's
rest of
my phone?
What about the rest of
Yeah.
the new boys? What do we think of them, Helen?
To be honest, the jury is still out. I love Billy. He's a bit Zoolander for
Yeah.
me. Yeah,
That's what we like about Billy, though, isn't
yes. I do like him. Like I said, I thought Jonathan was doing OK until he said he wanted to win it. Liam, Liam's got a touch of the Lee Sharps about him, don't you think?
Yes, he does.
A touch of the Lee Sharps about him. Yeah.
He's like what Chris Penn is to, or was to Sean Penn. He is to Lee Sharp. He's like a thicker set, kind of more punch-drunk version, isn't he? OK.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of Liam...
And then there's just Brian, isn't there? Brian, I'm not sure yet if Brian is mad, funny mad, or mad, an idiot mad.
Or both.
Yeah.
Well, we like both. OK. Speaking of Liam, Nikki's has taken quite a shine to Liam. Because Nikki, self-professed man-hater.
That's right.
Check this out.
Liam! Come and do this. Tracy, look at our exercises.
Oh, yeah?
I'm stuck. I'm a bit stuck now. Ow!
That was at 6:17 last night. We've got to have a look at that again. I love it because it's properly. What do you think of this, Helen? It's just genius.
I'm a bit stuck now.
I'm a bit. Liam, where you going? Oh, Liam, and then it's just. What do you think of that? Do you think that there's any chance of that?
No.
She's a pretty girl, I think.
I like Nikki. I'm a big Nikki fan. I love the way that she gets all stressed out about a piece of toast and then gets stressed out with herself for being stressed out about a piece of toast.
She's like Woody
I
Allen.
love that. Yes. I think I don't know Liam very well at the moment, obviously.
Yeah.
Only been in there for 4 days, but I think he's possibly the biggest heartbreaker in the house. So if she's a man-hater, she's picked on the biggest heartbreaker. Disaster!
It's genius.
Bring it on!
We love it, don't we?
Yeah.
OK, this week's swimming task, which I love, has meant the housemates have had to work as a team. This is the most fractured group of housemates we've kind of ever had. Do you think they can work as a team and do this?
Probably not. There are too many... Well, up until the boys came in, you see, Ziggy would just gather everybody around and say, right, are we going to do this or are we not going to do this? OK, all right, let's all not do this. And Carol doesn't give a monkey. She'll do something or not do something if she wants to. But I think something like swimming, there's no reason why they can't just... I mean, it's only swimming. Oh, sorry, hang on, unless you're Charlie, and then it's like being on the Titanic. But there's... I think they could all come together, do a bit of swimming,
We can see it now. Who's that in there in my ear? Anyone know?
Carol?
Might be Laura or Carol, I'm being told.
Didn't Laura handle Charlie's outburst really well yesterday, didn't she?
She did indeed. I've got some stats here. OK, the housemates have swum over 5,750 lengths of the 7,566 required. They have just over 5 miles to go. They've got this evening to finish the task. Who do you think's done most?
Not Charlie.
This will shock you. Amanda.
Really?
1,137. She's a little mermaid. And Brian has swum the very least at 34, but it says here he can't really swim. That's so racist. Shawnee has been singing Michael Jackson to keep everyone moved. And last night, Laura spent over 6 hours in the boat logging the lengths. OK, let's talk football. Your beloved Torquay United...
Oh, no. Please, let's not...
Helen adores Torquay United.
They got relegated.
They were relegated this year for the first time in their 80-year history. Isn't that sad? Don't laugh in the middle. It's not funny. But listen, there's only one reason we bring it up. Because obviously now you need some new players, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. You're going to get your boots on.
You know your football.
We'll give you a trial.
Thank you. We think we've found the perfect player to represent you in the Big Brother house. Take a look at this.
Well, we could do another one, I think. Good work.
It wasn't Amanda, by the way.
Yeah.
She was screaming at the ball like it was going to explode.
The general Torquay defence.
What do we think of Liam there? He was quite good, wasn't he?
That wasn't too bad at all. Nice tricks.
OK.
Yeah. Tricks to impress the ladies.
Now I want you to see this and see if the same can be said for Ziggy.
OK.
Smashing across one of the young black twins' heads.
Are those the sort of silky skills you need to qualify to play for Torquay or not?
Just a message to all guys out there. It's not attractive not being able to play football.
OK.
You've got to be able to play a little bit. It's just not attractive.
Lovely to have you with us as always. Thank you
Good
very
to
much.
be
Helen
here.
Chamberlain, everyone. It's half time, so there we go, my dear.
Lauren, thank you very much
Wonderful
indeed.
stuff. Speaking of Citrus Fruit, after the break, we're going to be talking to this week's Big Mouth presenter.
Hello, my name's Keith Lemon, Businessman of the Year 93, and I can turn bread back into dough.
And if you think that's random, Shabnam's here! We'll be seeing you in 4. Hey, welcome back to Big Brother. It's not about day 21 times 7:51 exactly. Now, forget Chris Moores, forget George Galloway, forget Alexa Chung. If that's possible. This week, Big Mouth has gone triple A-list on us and booked to present it. You would not believe. Ladies and gentlemen, manly ladies, I nervously give you Mr. Keith Lemon.
And loads of confetti, just like in Footloose. I spat then.
Come and sit down with me, Keith.
Where are we sitting?
Up here. It's only with a certain sense of trepidation that I say hello. I can see your team are absolutely petrified of working with you. How are you? All right?
I'm good, but they're petrified because I've never presented a telly programme in my life.
Well, exactly. So how does the businessman of 1993 go from that to presenting a prestigious show like this?
Well, I'm taking a year out, you see. And I seen you doing it. I thought, well, you seem to do it. You talk, don't you?
Yeah.
I can talk. I mean, give me
Can you do the walking as well? Because
I don't know about that. That's why I'm coming in on a Segway.
All right, yeah.
I've got a Segway I'm going to come
in. Is that two-wheeled thing?
It's the best two-wheel, upright, balancing transportation for man, known to man.
OK. Any of the ladies taking your fancy in the house? Because I know you're a ladies' man.
Not particularly in the house, but you have an associate producer called Lucinda. And we are talking about going for the drink and furthering that drink to maybe a romantic evening.
I'm sure
watching Footloose on video.
I'm sure she's thrilled to hear that. And lastly, any top tips for me because you're a businessman.
What, in live?
Yeah, well, no, in presenting, you know what you're doing, obviously.
Well, I don't know if we'll see, won't we? But first of all, learn the opposite of everything. Mm-hmm. Let's do a test. What's the opposite of when? The opposite of when is now.
Now.
What is the opposite of jeans?
Jeans.
Cords. What is the opposite of individual?
Individual group.
No, unindividual.
Unindividual.
But you're not that. You're individual, and I respect you for it.
I'm glad we asked the longest question last when we didn't have any time left. Thank you very much, Keith Lemon, everyone. Good luck with the show tonight. Cheers. Now, since Shabnam was evicted on Friday, she's been interviewed by Davina, run the gauntlet at the Big Brother press conference, and even done a spread in the Sunday tabloid, which is kind of weird because I didn't think she wanted a deal like that. But we felt the ultimate question for her was still out there. So obviously, only one thing left to do: send the B team's Glyn to the South Wales boat show in South Wales. Time for Shabnam's killer question. Take a look.
They're going to use that one, I can see it now. Now I've come down to the South Wales Boat Show here in Swansea, so let's go and see what the sea-loving creatures want to ask the evicted housemate. Let's go! If you could ask Shabnam a question, what's the burning question you've got inside that you want to ask her?
Who's the next person you want to be evicted? I would say, if you had the chance, what would you do differently?
What would their question be?
Where'd you buy your nail varnish?
What would you ask?
How many times do you look in the mirror a day?
How has it changed them? Because it changed you.
Yeah.
I'd ask her, what was her most memorable time in the house?
I can't find her!
Oh, no!
I miss Glyn's or Nors, don't you? Now, Shannon, we heard some good questions there, but there was one, of course, that really stood out for the rest. Pardon the pun, the one that blew the others out of the water, a question that any hardened journalist would be proud of. Are you ready for the question?
I'm absolutely ready for the question.
Shabnam, here is your killer question. Let's take a look.
Right, if you could ask the killer question, what's the question that's burning inside you, you would ask Shabnam?
I would ask her, have you considered work as an Amy Winehouse lookalike once you get out of the house?
Right then, Shabnam, what do you think of that?
Well, what do you think of that?
Well, I'll go back to black as long as I'm not in rehab, because you guys know I'm no good, to be totally frank. What can I
say? Where did that come from? Whit-woo. Well, you know, we have done a little like for like there. There's Amy.
Oh, yes, yes.
And there's you after a heavy night. Wonderful. OK, thank you so much, Adam. It's time for now for Little Brother's big shout. Helen's with us again, which is wonderful. Topic is, what do you think of this week's nominations? Let's go straight to the phone. Darren in Tamworth's with us. Hey, Darren.
Hey, how you doing, Dermot?
Yeah, not bad at all. So what do you reckon this week's nominations?
I'm really shocked, to be honest. Didn't see that coming at all.
Mm-hmm. OK. Out of those three, who do you think will go?
Hopefully it'd be John.
Why John?
I think he's a bit arrogant and kind of negative, to be honest.
Is that not a little unfair, because he's only just gone in there?
I don't think it's unfair. I mean, you can only make an assumption of how somebody is off of what you see in the show. So, you know...
what do you think? I haven't really touched this on you. I mean, you didn't spend any time with John, I guess, but...
A few minutes with him. I'm absolutely shocked at Shawnee being up, because he's known as being the peacemaker in the house.
Really?
And he is a lot of fun.
Okay.
Carol is very giving, and, I mean, she does a lot for all of the housemates. She did a lot for me as well. In terms of Jonathan, from what I got from him, and I can't judge, but he does have a bit of an ego, and to go on about how much money he's got, it's not really fair. It's not really what anyone wants to hear, so I wouldn't be surprised if it is Jonathan.
OK, next up, Rebecca in Sawbridgeworth. Hey, Rebecca.
Hi, Dermot. How are you?
What do you reckon?
Actually, really quite surprised about Carol and Jonathan. Well, especially Jonathan. He's only been in the house about 4 days.
Yeah.
Although Nikki was commenting that he was leching after her bottom when she was doing her washing.
What do you think of Shawnee?
Shawnee, I felt he's quite overpowering. I'm really not surprised that he's up, to be honest.
Helen Chamberlain, Shawnee fan?
No.
I just don't think he's done anything wrong. I can't see that he's done anything.
Apart from the Leslie episode, he appears to just be sort of taking it in stride, doesn't he? All right, that is pretty much it from us today. Thanks to our guests, Helen Chamberlain and Shadman. We are back tomorrow at 7:30. Don't forget to catch Lace in the House at 10 and then Keith Lemon at 11 o'clock on E4. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.